The way people shop for clothing and apparel has been redefined by e-commerce marketplaces. E-commerce return policies are lenient and return rates are high. These new trends strain retailers and the apparel itself.
With the current pandemic, we've seen an increase in online shopping, which means also an increased e-commerce retail return rate. And because of that, obviously retailers are losing money. This means that they have to hire more people to process the returns, they need more space to house the returns, and the overhead can really get out of control pretty quickly.
Currently, Americans are throwing out 14 million tons of clothing each year, and only 1% of that is being recycled, and 80% of that clothing ends up in a landfill. The long-term effects from the excess waste is items are sitting in a landfill for up to 200 years before they fully decompose. While they're decomposing, they're emitting methane in the air, which is awful for the environment.
Surprisingly, one of the most prominent byproducts of e-commerce is waste from damaged goods. Apparel restoration is an ecological solution that reduces waste and carbon footprint on a local and global scale.
In restoring fabrics, items are sorted by color, material, and the severity of damage. They're then put through a wet clean or dry clean process. During that time, we deal with deodorization, stain removal, and for store returns, those items are coming back in good condition. So typically, we're dealing with a light clean, a light steam on those items, but items damaged by smoke or water sometimes take multiple cycles in our cleaning process to fully restore them.
Some of the environmental repercussions of the landfill process is it's going to break down, and as it breaks down, eventually it gets into the soil, and if it gets into the soil, it will get into the water system, and our health is jeopardized. It also puts a strain just delivering things to the landfill. So we have to look at all the tonnage and all of the materials and labors and efforts to put it into the landfill.
Renewal Logistics specializes in repairing and repurposing damaged apparel. Their software assists with the restoration and returns workflow and manages warehouse inventory. Renewal Logistics refurbishes a high volume of damaged returns, as well as helps fire damage victims by restoring their clothing and fabric contents in their home. Their mission is to help people and reduce environmental pollution.
We are fortunate enough to handle thousands of claims during fire and smoke. In times of need, when our customers are thinking that their clothes cannot be repaired, we are able to call in Renewal to help assist us in cleaning and deodorizing their textiles in a time of need.
My family had a business in the insurance industry, and we worked with Renewal. We were actually one of their customers. I was always really impressed with their commitment to sustainable practices, their passion, their culture here at the company. So when an opportunity came up, I was excited and I jumped right on it. We use a couple different software applications here. One is specifically for warehouse management, so we're tracking items that are coming in from the very beginning of the process. Are they here? Are they being washed right now? We can follow an item all the way through the process. The other platform that we use is Salesforce, and we have that custom built out to meet our needs. They work seamlessly together, and we use that to track customer satisfaction, following projects through the whole process, and overall managing and automating everything that we're doing here.
Renewal has identified a unique niche for alleviating pollution caused from throwing out apparel. Supply chain issues, natural disasters, and wear are the main reasons for disposing of clothing. Renewal's mission is to repurpose these garments for a practical future.
We work with several organizations that you can donate some clothes to. One is an organization that helps special needs adults find and keep employment. We also donate to women's shelters. We partner with a company that takes used clothing and ships it to Africa for people in need there. For the clothes that can't be reused, there are several avenues in which those materials can be downcycled. There's a company called Blue Jeans Go Green where they take old denim and use it for insulation when building homes for communities in need.
Where do I think the apparel industry is going to go? Being responsible, and the big brands that have to remain responsible to keep their brand alive and be sustainable, they're going to have to manufacture responsibly, and so they'll find more efficient ways to make their fabrics, to what fabrics they use, how much fabric they use. And so I think we're going to see more responsible manufacturing and designing has to happen, and we may get back to more basics than fast fashion.
To learn more, contact us today.